Good afternoon. Welcome to Jen's Awesome Show. Today we are going to talk about SHIPPLE, DeFi, and some of the cross-chain innovations that Beatscoin has up their sleeve. But to start with, our weekly update. And there's a twist today. Bull Shipples only gets 30 words to answer my questions for the update. Did you have anything you wanted to say about that?
Well, how's that going to work?
Quickly.
Oh, shoot. Well, so what's the penalty if I go over 30 words?
I think you probably have to give somebody some SHIPPLE if they notice.
Oh, crap. Well, I hate penalties, but yeah, I guess rewards are okay. So would people have to like count my words?
Yeah. Hopefully.
Oh, dude, this is so much stress.
You're already at like 50.
Oh, geez. So this one doesn't count then, right? If people catch me and count my words and I went over 30, for each question, how many questions are there? A lot?
Oh, about 10.
Oh, geez. Okay, so 10 chances to win. Woo! Then if you catch me going over 30 words on a question, DM me with the exact number of words I actually said. And if you're correct, I'll send you 100,000 SHIPPLE. And that's for everyone who catches me and DMs me. And so I'll work really hard to not go over. But...
All right. Challenge accepted.
This is stressful.
All right. Are we ready?
I'm not. Yeah, okay. All right.
All right. Tell us about the snapshot last night at midnight.
Oh. The snapshot happened at midnight last night. Started with 3 scoreboards. So many winners.
Perfect. All right. So let's take a look here.
Now I want to go back and count my words myself.
Oh, that was good. Now I'm the one who's unprepared here and looking funny. Let's do this here. There.
It gives me time to breathe. I appreciate that. Thank you.
Well, I want to take a look at something here. And if I do this properly, come on, there we go. Okay, I wanted to take a look at the scoreboards because you mentioned them. Where'd that pinned post go? It's not the right place.
It's one of the pins. There's
so
a lot
prepared.
of pins.
And then I was not prepared. Okay, there we go. So okay. I wanted to look at this one. What's the club membership scoreboard?
This scoreboard rewards all of our SHIPPLE OG early adopters who purchased SHIPPLE token packs and received club memberships.
Cool.
Was I under 30? That's the question for me.
Can you elaborate on that, please? I'm new here.
Yeah.
Is that a new question? Does that restart my 30?
Yes.
No, that's part of the same question. I'm new, man. Come on.
All right. So with the SHIPPLE token packs,
yeah,
we had a first month early adopter reward, and there will be new rewards every month, and these scoreboards will update.
Awesome.
Alex, you're going to get me in trouble. I can see that right now.
Oh, probably. That's the goal here.
So much SHIPPLE going on.
There's some other scoreboards here. Receipt miners. Tell me about that one.
The standard SHIPPLE token packs contained receipt miners, and these stack as well. 5 gives you a reward.
Okay, that's fun.
That felt like it was over 30. I'm in trouble.
Maybe a little. So then there were other scoreboards though. So now I'm just so curious here. Alcor LP liquidity pool. Ooh, this is fun. What's the scoreboard all about?
Okay. This is the first incentivized liquidity pool scoreboard with many more to come.
Ooh.
Many SHIPPLE rewards.
Okay. Many SHIPPLE rewards. Okay, so what's all this business about the high 5 and the top 10?
I need more than 30 words. I love Ready Player One. In Ready Player One, we see the high five collaboratively working together to win. We love that.
Perfect.
This is so hard, Jen. Oh,
It
it's
is.
killing
It
me.
is. Okay, so the high five working collaboratively. I feel like that's like a hint of some sort, but I don't know exactly what. So I'm just keeping that in the back of my head. Oh, hey.
P.S. Individual winners as well as group winners. You'll see how that comes in the coming months.
So we don't necessarily have to compete against each other. We could just be like one big happy group.
Both and.
Yeah, okay, I like that. So, oh, there's another scoreboard here. Let's take a look at this one. Whoa.
This might be. Oh, this one's updated. This might be the first live reveal of the poker scoreboard. And you didn't ask a question yet, so I'm just going to talk about it.
Yeah.
I want to say a big thank you to
Nicely
Edward.
pulled.
Edward has been our poker host, and he's been actually tracking all of the data over the last 5 or 6 weeks. We've had the community very actively participating. And as soon as we get, into past these 30 word limits, I might explain a little bit more about how the scoring system works. But Jen, did you have a question about this that I have to answer in 30 words or less?
Yeah, what's the final table?
Daily winners, accruing points, qualify for weekly final tables. Total point accrual qualifies for Grand Championship final table coming in October.
Ooh,
I went
Okay.
over for sure that time.
that's all good.
Horrible.
All right. Let me jump back here to my notes then and see where I'm at.
What are those type of poems called? That's how you sound right now.
Haiku.
Haiku.
Oh.
Yeah, there you go. You sound like you're speaking in haikus.
Yes.
This is difficult for me. Yeah, Jen is stressing me out today. I love it. Good
It's
job, Jen.
fun.
Anything
Okay.
to shut down my monologue, right? Oh, I ramble so
Well,
much. It's horrible.
So when SHIPPLE paper update?
Oh, so excited. On October 13th, we will have our next big reveal community DeFi, SHIPPLE DeFi show. Between now and then, there will be community polls that influence the final direction of version 2 of the SHIPPLE paper. That was like 50 words, I'll bet. Oh, horrible.
Polls where?
New question. We will be posting the community polls as a link to a form in all of our socials. So be watching in the next week, and you will win SHIPPLE by participating.
Ooh, SHIPPLE. I'm always excited about that. All right, next. What's up with chicken packs?
Yummy chicken. This is our longest running project so far. Corey and I have been very actively working on this one. And I'll just say, I'm going to go over 30 words on this. So count this one for sure, because everybody's going to get to win on this question. We've been actively working on how to set up the Upliftium pool for the chicken pack blended miners. The thing that we really need at this point, 95% of everything is ready. What we need at this point is fractionalized or denominational Upliftium so that we have more NFT quantities than just the 1 million Upliftium. Like with Yoshi Bucks, where you have the 5, the 1, the 5, the 10, the 20, the 100, the 500, the 1,000. We need that for Upliftium as well, because that's what allows the Upliftium mining pool to function. And so with our chicken packs, we actually considered just releasing it without them being Upliftium miners. And because what we've been working toward and the promise and the plan from the beginning has been that those would be able to be not only SHIPPLE miners, but Upliftium miners, it just makes sense to us to make sure that the mining process is correct and set up and complete and sustainable before we launch that. And so the puzzles that we've built, the NFTs that we've created, the stories that we've created for everyone to experience have just been sitting there waiting for the community. And it's really hard to wait. I don't like to wait. I think I'm the number 2 holder of chicken packs. I wailed in hard to that. And I'm super excited about it. But when they finally, when that blender finally goes live and we get to blend them into not just SHIPPLE miners, but Upliftium miners, it will be worth the wait. And we're pretty excited about it. That was like 250 words, so good luck counting that.
At least. But good. Excellent.
Had to make them work for it.
Yeah. All right. Next question. The SHIPPLE OG airdrop. The window for applying for that is closing at midnight at the end of the month. There's still time to get your form in. What do you have to say about that?
Rob is awesome. So Rob, our SHIPPLE OG admin on Facebook, has been leading that and organizing that behind the scenes. I'm also going to go over 30 words on this one, so this is your second chance to win. I want to say thank you, Rob. And not just Rob. There's so many of the team that have risen up between, Jess and Kimberly and Jen and Russ, of course, and the CK7 with Greg and Sue and Zestra and everybody that's jumping in to help. A huge priority for us was that we wanted to take care of the SHIPPLE OGs. There were so many of us that were, shillionaires and 100 shillionaires on EOS. And then when the CPU went too high and we couldn't really transact anymore, the gas fees cost too much. All of a sudden, the transaction stopped. And so in moving to Wax, what we have is the opportunity to live again. We get to transact again, and we get to send SHIPPLE to each other again and tip each other and give each other rewards. And it actually works and it actually functions. And so bringing the SHIPPLE OGs over to Wax and rewarding them for being really, truly early adopters from 2-3 years ago, we wanted to make sure that they were able to start with an equal amount on Wax that they had on EOS. And so the snapshot that closes at the end of this month, that form that you can now access, I think, it's there on the screen. So thank you, Jen. That form that you can access now will actually close at midnight at the end of the month. And so you have all of the rest of September. And then at midnight, 12:01 a.m. October. Oh, Eastern. We try to do everything Eastern. And so at 12:01 a.m. Eastern on October 1st, that form will actually close. And then what we'll do is we'll compile all of that data. There have been hundreds of SHIPPLE OGs that have jumped in to participate and move into the Uplift community. And we're so excited to welcome you all to SHIPPLEtopia. But yes, please fill out the application. If in doubt, and you think, I think I did it, I don't know if I did it right, I don't know if I put in all the right info, fill it out again. All that happens is it takes any new data that you put in and just updates it to the account. And so there's nothing wrong with doing it twice. It doesn't hurt anything at all. And then I'm available on Telegram. DM me if you need it. Rob's available on Facebook. He's very active, very helpful. We're here for you. And if you feel like, I don't have some info that I need, I'm in trouble, I'm going to miss out, I'm going to lose something, just message us and we'll just take care of you. Don't worry about it.
Awesome.
That was a lot of words.
That was. I have a couple things to add. I've posted the link in the comments. It's also in the video description. You can't possibly miss it. If you don't remember your EOS wallet, go look on your memes because it was on your memes. So find one of those memes, take a look. There you go. Easy peasy. So moving right along here. When SHIPPLEtopia?
AWS, very exciting. SHIPPLEtopia porting over to AWS in the next couple weeks, and then targeting mid-October, grand opening season begins.
Ooh.
So excited.
So if it's a grand opening season, does that mean that it's not going to be just one day, or is it going to take some, I don't know, or is there like a season that is like the initial season that's the grand opening season? Do we have
Before
seasons?
I start to answer, there was 3 questions there. So do I get 90 words?
Oh, at least. That was a complicated one.
Would you mind rephrasing the question, please?
Yes.
One at a time, and then I'll do 30 words for each part.
When you say grand opening season, do you mean season in the sense of a chunk of time in the video game world where things happen with certain rules, or do you mean an event that's longer than one day?
So many events, so little time.
Okay.
SHIPPLEtopia is a Vegas Disneyland style world full of experience opportunities. It will take many days, maybe even weeks, for people to fully experience the grand opening.
Perfect. All right. I'm excited. And ooh, this will be a good one. Alex, you're here too. Hello. Haven't said much about you yet.
Am I off the hook?
For like 2 minutes.
Okay. Thank you, Alex.
So you're with BeatsCoin, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so tell me a little bit here. How is BeatsCoin going to be part of the SHIPPLEtopia grand opening?
I remember when Marty was first talking about it when we first met. I'm like, how is this gonna work out? And then we talked about it. So BeatsCoin, VibraVid, we're a audio and video streaming platform. We've got many other things going on. And we've really kind of embraced this metaverse concept that SHIPPLE and the Uplift has really exemplified. And we're just kind of buying into the concept and happy to be a part of it. So yeah, SHIPPLEtopia is coming through. I know, can I say about the club thing? Yeah, okay. So there's going to be like a club. And then, it'll link to VibraVid. We'll have content on there. People can go in and create VibraVid accounts because we do have a live platform. It is an MVP stage, but it's really nice because, we've got a couple blockchains already linked up and can earn rewards, BeatsCoin for it. So BeatsCoin's a native token of VibraVid where you get benefits from other crypto rewards all the way to being able to use it for bounties, tipping content creators, making payments, all sorts of fun stuff.
I like that. That sounds good. And you answered like most of my other questions here too. Which
Did
is
I?
Fantastic. Yeah. Well.
Yeah, I went. Did I end up going to SHIPPLEtopia the other day, or did I stick in like the other world? Marty.
Well, you can't.
Oh, we were in Genesis. Yeah, we got you. We got you into Genesis for the first time.
Never played Minecraft in my life. That was my first time, so I was like,
it was awesome.
Yeah.
I mean, also hilarious.
Because I was like, I fell in the water. I'm like, do I drown? Do I have a time limit here? Yeah, but I'm really embracing it. I see why the Uplift went this route, and Minecraft's one of the hugest games in the world. So I really see this as a great starting point for Uplift, for SHIPPLE, and I'm kind of excited to personally dive in, and then from a business perspective, kind of like meshing everything that we do together to create more of that like metaverse feeling.
I really like that idea. So then, Marty, tell me, how did you find out about BeatsCoin and VibraVid, and where do you see them fitting in with SHIPPLEtopia and the metaverse? And yes, there's the 30-word limit is done.
So I can relax now.
Yeah, you can talk. You can talk all the greatness you want about us.
Nice. That was fun, Jen. Thank you. I should throw in a quick disclaimer just to make sure this doesn't run forever. So anyone that counts words, and there's at least 2 opportunities to win SHIPPLE, DM me with the correct number of words today. So 9:29 by midnight Eastern time. What I'll do is I'll go through those DMs and send out SHIPPLE to everybody that claims your award for Bull SHIPPLE's Talking Too Much prize. So, what was your question? Sorry, Jen. I had to get that disclaimer in so I don't have to give away all my SHIPPLE because I paid good wax for it. I want to make sure
exactly. So just wondering, how did you hear about VibraVid and BeatsCoin, and where do you see them fitting in with SHIPPLEtopia and the metaverse?
So several years ago, actually, before I even met Corey, when probably mid 2017, early 2017, when we were in that, just before that crazy crypto bull run at the end of 2017. I was trading Forex at the time, actually, and I saw the volatility that was starting to happen in crypto, and I got very interested in the huge spikes. Anytime you see something go 2,000% and you can participate in that, I kind of like that. And so jumped into crypto. There was a lot of, coins that you could buy for less than a penny, which were awesome. Tron was one of them. It was one of my first kind of speculative plays on crypto, and, watching Tron go from, I don't know, like half a cent to 30 cents. And then back down to a couple cents. That was quite a fun ride up and down there over the next couple of years. I started a Tron Facebook group, and then over the next couple of years, actually transitioned it to be a crypto entertainment collective. It's still a group that we have. And then because I was in the space, I joined another Tron group. Became an admin of that, and really got to know a bunch of the key industry people there. Kilroy, that's on the team with Beatscoin, met him there. He was an admin of that group as well. He introduced me to Beatscoin. Got to know Beatscoin and Vibravid. Joined their group. Full disclaimer: I have a friggin' buttload of Beatscoin, and so when we were planning to launch the Uplift, one of my thoughts was, in building ShippleTopia, what if ShippleTopia could be a multi-chain reward center? What if from event one, like our grand opening in October, what if people could come into ShippleTopia and not just earn Wax and not just earn Upliftium and not just earn Shipple, but what if they could earn other chain tokens as well? And what if they could earn a Tron-based token? What if they could earn a spoiler BSC based token that might also be Shipple? What if there could be this tech pushing, on the edge of tech advancement place where we can experiment with what's possible? And then what we see with Ready Player One, if you watch the movie very carefully, that first 3 minutes, it starts in Minecraft. And then it very quickly advances through, web-based browser games, and then immersive experiences, and then VR, and then the treadmill. There's all these levels that we're actually so close to. And our goal of ShippleTopia is to, push that advancement. What I love about Alex and his team is what they're building. They've also been in the space for years. They were, I think, the first DApp on the Tron blockchain. I think
No,
one of the first projects.
Definitely not
No?
the first. We were the first one to use BTFS.
That
BTFS
one.
for a while. Yeah, but we were one of the first known projects that wasn't owned by Tron.
Right. There you go. That's the right way to say it.
That actually caught on,
The first indie community.
Indie, yeah, there you go. Yeah.
I'm an OG regardless.
I won't take too much credit.
We have this platform that they're building, and I've talked with them quite a bit, so I know what they're where they're headed and what they have planned and what they're building behind the scenes. And it's going to blow people's minds. Like when we are able to integrate that into what's happening at the Uplift, and that partnership is solidified, and we have all this cross-chain integration that we're all, like, the entire community, the entire industry is working toward. When people see that begin to happen, like in the next month or two, it's pretty exciting. We're really excited. I rambled, I monologued. That's what happens when you take away the 30-word limit.
Might have to put it back.
Sorry about that.
That's all good. So, Alex, I heard that you recently received a grant from Wax. So, what kind of plans do you have for that?
That is, we're so stoked about that. Because we didn't really have a contact. And Steve, our CEO, he's like, wait, I have a contact at Wax, because I submitted a grant proposal because they have a really nice system there. And I said, man, let's get some funds and let's build Wax on Vibravid. We've already got Tron in there. We've already got Icon. Wax is the one that makes the most sense after that, especially since we're dabbling into or immersing ourselves, not dabbling, into the NFT space. So we got basically a grant with Wax, and what that's going to cover, it's going to allow us to integrate Wax into our scalable wallet solution, as well as other Wax tokens. So SHIPPLE, we'll be able to get that on there, and people will be able to transact it on Vibravid, tip content creators, collect bounties. things like that. And then we'll also add the ability to integrate Wax Cloud Wallet, because we know a lot of people prefer to use that. So options, options. And yeah, we got the opportunity because Wax was very intrigued. They said, oh, we don't have anything on video or audio yet. So yeah, we'll give you a shot. We'll give you some funds. So we're excited about that.
That is exciting. So tell me more about this scalable wallet solution.
Yeah, so we have a unique value proposition when it comes to kind of what we're doing with wallets. Typically, you'll have one blockchain wallet, like your cloud wallet, right?
Mm-hmm.
Ours is different because you're having a wallet that's like web-based, but it's also decentralized, and there's more chains on it. So it's not just like, it's not just a Wax wallet. It's not just a Bitcoin wallet. And I guess, there are many other wallets out there, right, that you can access. Like Clever is a fascinating wallet that we have integrated on Vibrabit as well. Like you can log in and interact through your Clever browser. But the unique value proposition is that no one's doing like web-based decentralized. Like you either have to download a wallet, or you can have a wallet online like Wax Cloud, or just have the exchange wallet, which is all online. It's not, you don't really 100% own it. So ours is different because, we've got it built in. So we don't own your keys. You have the flexibility to export that to whatever wallet that you want if you want to connect it to another wallet. And at the same time, you've got an interface where you can just log in and access it and do what you want to do. So there's a lot of flexibility. We also have, the benefit where we can connect that wallet to other dApps in the future. So that's what we're kind of excited about. So not just right now, it's just Vibrabit, but in the future, it may be other things. It may be the Uplift, where you can connect your wallet on there and earn whatever coin rewards that we have, like whatever blockchain rewards that we have. So it's pretty cool. Not to get too technological on it, but we've got the encryption, like an encryption, password encryption. So it's not like you have to put your private key every time you want to transact on the platform. So I should use that as a disclaimer. It's not like it's not going to be user friendly. You set up your encrypted password. That way you can make transactions without, putting that long string of numbers every single time.
I love that. And I'm actually, it's good timing. When I started up with the Uplift and learned about anything other than SHIPPLE, I was rather astounded to discover that with a cloud wallet, I don't have my private keys. With the other ones, I might have my private keys, but then I can't use it on the internet. And then the mobile apps don't always work. And it was so, yeah. So this is exciting.
Yeah, the closest thing to it would be your web-based extension wallets.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like your Tron Link and stuff like that. Wax Cloud kind of works like that, but it's cloud, right? So you don't own the keys. I'll use Tron Link, and Icon has one called HANA and Icon X. They essentially work the same thing. So what they're doing is they're storing that information in the browser in a secure manner. So we're just doing the exact same thing, except you don't have to download a browser extension.
I like that quite a bit. All right. So how do I find out when I can sign up for one of these?
So right now you can sign up already. Just make sure you save your keys, and you can access it on Vibrabit, and you can export it out. Like Icon, you'd have to export it to, like if you want to use it for other stuff, you'd have to export it to like HANA or Icon X or one of these other wallets. Tron, you can export to Tron Link or Clever.
Okay.
So yeah, and then when we do Wax, then well, Wax, Corey, you've got Anchor, right? Is really the only other option.
There's Wax Cloud, Anchor, and then some people had Scatter, but that's starting to kind of go away.
But you can't import Wax Cloud wallet. Like if I make a wallet on Vibrabit, right, I wouldn't be able to import it onto Wax Cloud because Wax Cloud just generates your own wallet.
Its own standalone, yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So the more we grow, the more options we'll have, and the more flexibility we'll have. Because some people just want to use one or two chains, and it just depends.
I just think it's exciting to be able to do all the things, because from the perspective of an outsider, having multiple chains with multiple everythings is confusing. So I mean, I'm all about
It is
DeFi. It's
confusing.
great, but don't confuse me. So
Oh yeah.
yeah. Okay, so then and this is going completely off script here. I have some SHIPPLE and I want to buy some Beatscoin with my SHIPPLE. Can I do this?
Soon?
Okay.
So we do have a goal where I'm trying to think here. We've got like so many little mini projects in the pipeline. We just kind of go wherever like the funding like asks us to go. But yeah, we do have one centralized option where we can do like a swap, and that's pretty much built. We just haven't had the use for it yet. One of our big goals is to have a multi-chain exchange working on VibraVid. So where you can have direct access to your funds. Like you don't have to create an account or anything, but you can trade, different ones. It gets really complex if you want it to get complex, because we've got all these multi-chain capabilities, these bridges and stuff. So yeah, I mean, I guess we're eventually going to have Wax on Beatscoin, or Beatscoin on Wax, and we'll kind of have like bridges to all of them. So yeah, technically that'll make it even easier to buy, SHIPPLE with Beatscoin and have all these different pairings.
Okay.
So
then another new person question here. What's the difference between a bridge and a fork? I know I can include with one and not the other, and that's
yeah. A bridge you walk over or drive over. A fork you just use it to eat. Fork is more on the blockchain side. Fork would be like, let's take EOS, right? EOS is a blockchain, and then Wax is a fork of EOS. So they're using their technology, but they're altering a few things to make it very specific to NFTs, and they're pretty much got another business model for it, right?
Yep.
That's what a fork is. Now, and EOS to Wax is a great example of that. And Ethereum and all those forks are a great example. Now, bridges are just sending your tokens across different chains. So this
it literally is that much of a metaphor.
Yeah, I'll get into that actually. I'll explain that to you in like a newbie kind of perspective. It's difficult because not even I got it completely the first couple times. So, and this is why I'm a big fan. We'll spend a minute talking about Icon. I'm a big fan of platforms like Icon, which is another blockchain, just like Tron, just like Wax, because they're working on something called a BTP. This is a bridge protocol. It's essentially a relay protocol that works on smart contracts. But to put it in English, you have token A wants to go to network B, right? Because token A only functions on network A. So you have to hold or destroy token A on network A to be able to make sure there's no double spend, right? Not spend the same token twice. And then you need to create token A on network B. So theoretically, if you have a big network with A, B, C, D, E, F, G, you can jump through all the chains that are participating and move your SHIPPLE, move your Beatscoin, any token that's participating on there. You can move it around. That's what Icon's doing. That's why we kind of lined up with them. And hopefully I'm trying to get that conversation going with Wax and Icon so we can help build, that part of the bridge.
That sounds perfect. Really.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is you've got so much money scattered across or value scattered across all these blockchains, and it's a pain to move all around, and it's very limiting too because of the expenses, especially with Ethereum. A lot of us don't even want to touch Ethereum because it's just so dang expensive. So this creates like an opportunity to make things easier, more interoperable, and you can kind of move the funds where it's more attractive.
I really like that. Okay, so I've heard here, I made myself a bunch of notes. and this is related. I've heard that I can manually transfer my SHIPPLE over to Binance Smart Chain and then use it for like eggs and pancakes or something.
Dun, dun, dun.
So does that fit in with what you were just talking about?
Corey,
here.
perfect timing.
Corey. Hi, Corey.
Sup, Corey?
So I'm just wondering about like how I can apparently I can manually move my SHIPPLE over to BSC and then have some eggs and pancakes, and I don't need a fork, and I'm so confused.
Yeah. No, we're not going to fork anymore because we don't need to.
Good.
Which is fun, right? So we've got, effectively 200 million supply out there, or a billion. Sorry, that's probably good. We could probably stop there. And really, it's all the stuff on Wax that is going to be our primary focus. Although, there's going to be stuff going on in EOS down the road too, like the back. It's just we'll do that later. So I don't remember what the account was, but basically you spent, and I think it's going to be at least 10 million SHIPPLE. We decided, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because a lot of this is manual, so we don't want to have bullshitbles doing like 18 trillion transactions. Nobody needs that shit in their life. But you send 10 million, and then you have to, in the memo on the Wax side, on the Wax SHIPPLE, in the memo you need to include a Binance Smart Chain address, right? And you can figure out how to add a Binance Smart Chain to a MetaMask account, and then you'll get the address out of that. You can Google that. It's not hard to do, right? Once you have that, Bullshitble is going to send you over 10 million shill over on Binance Smart Chain, right? Which is where EggChain lives, which is kind of fun.
Mm-hmm.
And somebody set up a BNB to SHIPPLE swap already on PancakeSwap. That exists. And somebody also set up an egg C to SHIPPLE swap already. So that already exists. And you could already add liquidity to those pairs already, which could get very, very interesting once EggChain gets back to me.
So in the channel over the last 2 days, while we were working on this behind the scenes, people started asking for this. And it was so hard. All of you who have been so patient in the Telegram with us just saying hashtag spoilers, watch the show, hashtag spoilers, watch the show. Thank you for your patience. Because part of it was we wanted to make sure it was set up and functioning. It's been tested. It works.
Yeah.
We're actually in the middle of creating a graphic that will go out that will describe this one-way bridge process that exists today. The Wax wallet address is SHIPPLE on BSC. There's a SHIPPLE on BSC wallet on BSC. What we did is we kind of not locked up, but set aside 10 billion SHIPPLE in the Wax, from the Wax SHIPPLE that live in the SHIPPLE on BSC Wax wallet, and then only exist on BSC when somebody sends in Wax. We manually transport it across the bridge, release it on SHIPPLE on BSC, and that is currently existing as a one-way. One of the reasons I'm so excited to have this guy here is because we're trying to twist their arm into taking these cool tools that they're building with bridges and exchanges and swaps and say, oh, hey, just so we don't have to manually one-way it across, how about you include a little SHIPPLE Wax, a little SHIPPLE BSC in your exchange? Because I know I would give you like friggin' buttloads of whatever fee you wanted to charge so that I didn't have to manually punch the button.
Take 1%, take 1% both ways, and I'd pay it dude, right now.
I would pay more, but 1% is probably generous.
Hey,
right?
really, like you guys make a lot of money doing that, right? If there's any friction on it, people will slow it down.
Mm-hmm.
Now, granted, like if he's right, if you made it more, I'd probably still fucking do it. God damn it.
What?
Here's the thing.
Ever.
So today, SHIPPLE on BSC. Tomorrow-ish, SHIPPLE on what other chains are you working on, Alex? Can you remind me?
Icon, Syscoin.
Imagine.
Those are two of my favorite ones. Then Wax and Polygon for sure. We've been in talks with Polygon.
So just spread that SHIPPLE everywhere.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
But
that's why I really like Icon, because they've got their focus is on that interoperability. So that's why I want to get started with Wax.
Once you get to Icon, maybe it gets easier to kind of get everywhere else, like using that as sort of a central...
Right, because essentially the way that their BTP is going to work, like they're already working on BSC, and they've got Polkadot as well. So let's just say we bring Wax, right? Yeah. So we don't have to do wax to icon to BSC. We could just do wax to BSC because they're all part of that relay network.
I mean, all right.
And then
Or
like have
BSC
it
to
all in
wax. Or
Right,
wax
it's
to
just-
icon.
It
Or
just-
icon
you
to
just-
BSC.
yeah,
whatever.
all the
Uh-huh.
networks connecting together, and
Yeah.
the people that sit in the central nodes to those network of networks.
Yeah.
I mean,
You
you don't
don't-
have to charge more than 1%.
No,
You're just going to be like
and
raking in money.
it's all based smart contract based. They're the relay
Right.
system. So it's like you're on a train, and instead of stopping at every stop, you just go straight to your destination of choice.
It makes so much sense to me because we were talking like when we were talking about how to automate it, like if there was a way for us to automate it, at the end of the day, it always ended up being like there's got to be some kind of Oracle or some kind of database that we were running that would basically be doing that thing. But it sounds like what Icon's doing is effectively making that so that all the different chains can start to just basically smash it and bounce back and forth.
Yeah, and this is what I freaking love about the whole metaverse. Why am I holding a baseball?
Why not, man?
I'm going to the game tonight, so I'm like, baseball.
All right.
Okay, this is what excites me so much about like the uplift, the metaverse. Like it's all inclusive. The wax community is very open, and then the Icon community, they're all about interoperability. Now we just got to find a way. Like Icon's got a contribution proposal system, CPS fund, where they give funds for you to build stuff, and Wax just announced like a bridge fund for people who want to develop a bridge. So I'm like, we got to get these two together. Like Icon community is gonna love it, Wax community is gonna love it, and it's just gonna end up being part of one big huge network at the end of the day, and we all benefit from it.
Yes.
I love this.
That's
And,
my
like,
goal right now. Get that
it's
conversation going.
brilliant. It's brilliant. It's another one of those moments, bullshipples, where like if you told us when we first started playing around with Shipple, we'd be like multi-chain and then multi-chain and then on a bunch of dexes all in the same month and then doing like LP rewards and shit. We would have just laughed at you. We would have like,
crazy.
that sounds fucking hilarious.
I'm
And
still
yet,
laughing a little.
it's where we live. Yeah,
Alright,
it's
so
crazy, man.
So Corey, question then that was brought up in the Telegram this morning. How do I get my SHIPPLE and eggs or my SHIPPLE and pancakes? And can you is it a quick enough thing that you could give me a quick demonstration? Or is it a little bit more involved than that?
No, it's freaking easy as balls. Okay, so let's say
Yeah, okay.
that you have SHIPPLE on Binance Smart Chain, right? Like you sent
Okay.
it over to SHIPPLE on BSC, that Wax address. Again, 10 million minimum, and you have to include your Binance Smart Chain wallet address, right? So just like Google how to get MetaMask and do all that shit, whatever. We'll figure that out.
Right. Okay.
And then you go to PancakeSwap, which is a giant thing. Hold on here. My computer's being a little weird.
And can I just say,
share my
friggin'
screen
pancake
here.
swap? Hello.
Yeah.
Boom.
Yeah. It's a big deal.
Kind of a big thing.
I mean, it's all right.
It's a big enough
Feel,
deal that I know it's a big deal.
feel like that sort of thing.
Doesn't
So anyway, here I am on PancakeSwap. You can see that I'm actually I got some cake staked and it's making me $14. Pretty excited about that.
nice.
So you just go over to trade and you just go over to I guess with BNB. That's cool. And then I want to like send it over to get some SHIPPLE, and then you go like I want to trade in. Let's say I don't know. It's gonna like get some liquidity. It's like 0.1, and then it'll slow it like every once in a while it has to like read the blockchain, so this part is a little bit slow, but it'll figure it out. Now the thing that you might need to do, and we should probably do an infographic on this, is take the token address for SHIPPLE and add it in, because it might not actually see SHIPPLE on PancakeSwap for you, right?
Right.
So-
So that's
Right.
like making it show up in my other wallets, right?
Yeah, right. So you
Okay.
PancakeSwap the same way. Like if you looked for SHIPPLE, you wouldn't be able to see it, right? So
Yeah.
and we'll include an infographic or put this in the Telegram chat or whatever it is, right? So you basically go down to manage tokens, or you can actually just search it here. I think I actually had it. Anyway, and then you put it up there, and you gotta wait, because everyone, this is kind of weird, but like if you just put it in there and like hit search, it won't show up, because you basically put it in there and then it has to read the whole chain or whatever. So it kind of takes a few seconds. So you just paste that in the search address and do nothing for like 30 seconds. And then SHIPPLE will show up there and you can import it. You can add it into to PancakeSwap, and then you'll be able to swap back and forth.
So you're really saying that Wax is just a little faster, is what you're saying.
Yeah. Like it's like so much so that I spent half the day trying to figure out how to do it. Because I kept searching for it. I couldn't find it. Finally, I was like, Tuttle, how does this work? This is like, I was trying to do it with EggChain, right? Like trying to get like all the different Evos before it was all automatic on their thing. And I couldn't get it to work. And I thought I was doing everything screwed up or whatever. She's like, no, just paste it in there and then wait. For like
We're spoiled with Wax. Wax is just so good.
Utterly spoiled. Anyway, yeah. And I actually, on that Binance thing, I actually jacked the price up. So, you know, whatever. I mean, there's only going to be 10% of supply on Binance Smart Chain. So I figured, you know, it's probably means it's worth 10 times as much. And maybe it's not. I don't fucking know. Everyone should add liquidity and find out. Who knows? I'm new here. However, if you want to swap it for egg, it's almost exactly the same value as on Alcor right now, I think.
Awesome. Good
I don't know how deep that pool is, though. We should add some liquidity. It's almost like we should talk to EggChain and see about, you know, having them set something up so we reward egg BNB LP with egg and SHIPPLE. And
so the whole incentivized liquidity pool, we were talking about before you came on, Corey, that we're actually going to do a community poll and put it out to the community to ask which scoreboard with rewards they would like to see next. And we will be adding scoreboards regularly over the next several months. And we want community input on that because we're going to scoreboard just about everything. And we want to start with what you, the community, care about most.
I love that.
It's likely that egg and pancake. I mean, everybody likes eggs and pancakes, so you know we'll likely
so I think
start
like
with those.
that scoreboard would be. I mean, I'm biased. I think everyone should pick Lithium, because like the rewards for eggshell LP on Binance Smart Chain are gonna be handled.
Nice.
Throw that out there. There's gonna be a metric ass ton of SHIPPLE available for deepening that pool, and I have a strong suspicion that the team behind EggChain is going to offer totally different stakeable rewards for a little bit of egg as well. Apparently, you know, promoting them for free for a long time has accrued some dividends. Who knows? And they're wonderful. And
Awesome.
Even if they can't do that for whatever reason, because they might not be able to, we haven't like firmed that up yet, and that'll be completely fine. I'm donating like a stupid amount of SHIPPLE for this. So worst case scenario, you know, you'll be able to stake some egg to earn some SHIPPLE, and you'll be able to stake some egg SHIPPLE LP to earn some SHIPPLE, and that'll all run on EggChain's promo page because it's what they do. Like they're doing that already, right?
And winning Corey's SHIPPLE is the sweetest SHIPPLE there is. I'm just gonna say that.
I don't know how true that is, but it'll work, and that's all I care about. It's like that's like game on.
Yum.
Yeah.
All
And I also like
well,
just drop a little, and this I'm worried about doing this because like I've been bouncing back and forth on this for 3 months, and it's driving me up the frickin' wall. However, we've been doing noodling on BlueDAC, and we have never been closer to launching this thing ever. Like I'm just waiting for final approval, conversation, like so much so that I like all the people that I wanted to talk to about this stuff that we need to kind of clear it through to run it the way, you know, we might be able to run it. I sent them out stuff today and said, we need to talk about this tonight. And they were like, okay. And I was like,
This is big.
Exciting.
This is big.
Yeah. I'm a little excited about it. I'm trying not to freak out right now.
Okay. Well,
And seriously, Alex, I actually want to talk to you guys off air about my goal is to get BlueDAC on 5 chains before the end of the year. And you guys are the shortest path to that.
Yeah.
And
I agree.
creating a massive win-win-win is you know on the table.
Tron, Icon, Wax, System.
Yeah,
Like, exactly 5 chains. Yeah.
Oh, well, cool. Yeah, no, I've got some specific ones I wanted to get on, but like, okay. I feel threatened with a good
At
time.
least, yeah.
Right. I mean, the low-hanging fruit is low-hanging fruit, right?
Yeah.
We do it just to prove that we can do it, and then we go for it.
Right,
Anyway,
right.
yeah. So again, I'm literally, I don't know. I saw this GIF the other day. I just typed in the search box "excited dance" or like was it freaking like I can't remember. It was Excited Dance or something. It's just this little puppy like just freaking out. That's how I feel basically all the time. Because this is literally like this, shoots Lithium up. It shoots Yoshi up. It's Yoshi coin the token up. And then we've literally signed on every single token on Wax already. Beatscoin, get your shit over there, please. And we'll add you guys for sure. Like we want to start with the top 21 coins. I have some wiggle room about which ones we should start with. Man, I'm dropping more.
Yeah, I think we could get on there. I think it's actually pretty simple. I mean, we probably have to start things centralized, kind of like how you guys are doing with the BSC thing. But that's totally cool because we've still got a good chunk of supply to work with, as far as it's not been touched.
Yeah. However you guys want to make it work. Yep. And I was thinking too, like when and if, because it's still an if, right? Like this has been kicked down the freaking path so many times that like I'm talking to you guys excitedly about this. And so if it doesn't happen when I want it to happen, you guys get to be disappointed too. So you guys get to share in all the fucking fun, which is great. But I think
disappointment,
dude,
is my middle name. Disappointment is my middle name, but resilience is my last name.
There you go. Yes. Yeah. I mean, I won't let this go either. Like one way or another, this is getting launched, and people are they really should just get out of my way and let me make the money. When this gets announced, I think I'm just going to put it up on the billboard at Uplifters Tower and not tell anyone else.
That's fun.
Right?
Yeah.
Because like then everyone who needs to know is going to know. And knowing early is going to be like important. Just want to throw that out there. Not that we figured out some really fucking amazing shit to blow this shit out of the water before the end of the year, but we did. So that's fun. Other than that, Mrs. Lincoln, how was the show? What else we got going on?
I only have one question left, and judging by the time, it's a bullshipple's 30 words or less.
Oh crap.
Nice.
Please explain impermanent loss.
In 30 words or less.
I can't even do that.
Liquidity pools stabilize both currencies involved. With stabilized prices, you don't always participate in 2,000% spikes.
That's a good way to put it. Right? It's like when you're in both tokens and one of the moons, right? It would be better to have just been in that token instead of being in both of them. Right? Because it like you're basically missing part of that process. Now, that it's always easy to look back on that after the fact and be like, "Oh, I should have done this." Yeah, whatever. Guppy, most people sell at the bottom anyway, right? Which is ridiculous. Now, the trick is to find LP that is so incentivized that it so makes the idea of holding that more so valuable that it doesn't matter, which is why I started yelling at Alcor like fucking 6 months ago to start incentivizing LP, and they didn't do it. So I'm like, well, hold my beer.
The thing about 2,000% spikes,
yeah,
is why it's called impermanent loss.
Nailed it.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that's a thing.
Okay. That makes more sense than any other explanation I've heard.
It was really fun. Like, if you're in two tokens that both go up.
Also, not financial advice. Do your own research.
No, that was just a hypothetical.
Life advice.
If you happen to do that, and that's the thing. Nobody knows how any of this stuff is going to go, right? So many people are talking about impermanent loss in the Uplift channel and stuff. And I was like, you really don't want to play with any of this stuff, unless unless you don't care about it enough and you can have fun with it. Like that's really, the depth of these pools is really important for our ecosystem. But if you're going to be constantly worried about whether you make it like 1% or 2% on pools that are this thin, just don't do it. Don't do it.
What I believe is the liquidity pools with all of the game tokens all partnered together make rising tides lift all ships actually true.
Yep. I mean, if we were to take 50% of all the supply of all the tokens on Wax and lock it up, what does that do to the value of all the rest of the circulating supply? At minimum, it doubles it. Just mathematically. Right? So that's what we're going to do. Maybe
Excited.
it'll work. I don't know. We'll find out.
I think I owe some people who counted my words a lot of SHIPPLE. The first guess came through at 14,624 from MB. Just because that guess made me laugh, you're definitely getting some SHIPPLE. Everyone else, your guess better be accurate because I'm going to go back and count for sure.
Oh, snap.
And practice for next week or the week after.
I'm going to practice in the mirror.
So, hey, if somebody could at me on Twitter with Binance Smart Chain address, I haven't sent anyone any SHIPPLE on Binance Smart Chain yet, and that makes me sad. Bull SHIPPLEs you're not allowed to play because you already have some. But I want to hit somebody else up, but I want to do it on Twitter where everybody has to watch us in all of our ridiculous SHIPPLE glory.
And we'll get
actually
that
post a
infographic out
SHIPPLE
right
meme.
away.
Post a SHIPPLE meme and include your Binance Smart Chain address.
Ooh.
There's a bunch of SHIPPLE memes that I just posted from the old channel in the Telegram. They're all glorious. 98% of them were made by Bull SHIPPLEs himself because he's a god. He's a meme lord. There's no way around it. That's just a fact. All right. Now, I actually skipped out of a Yoshi meeting with Blue and the entire leadership team to come and hang out with you guys. And now I have an Uplift weekly marketing meeting because this shit never ends.
Oh yeah, the marketing meeting.
Da-da-da.
Okay, yeah. Well, I guess I have to go.
You don't have to come. I'll vouch for you. I do, however, need you to hit up Slack a couple of things for the CK7 that Neil's working on that today. So as soon as you get off this, just
Look
respond
at
to that. Yeah, because we gotta
Cool
just get. I want to get that stuff to him as quickly as possible. It's nothing big. It's just something we got to figure out.
Business. Okay, so that is it. Yes, reminders. SHIPPLE Wax Fork application. The link is on the bottom of the screen there. It's in the comments. It's in the video description. It's all over the Facebook SHIPPLE Basecamp page.
Rob has been crushing that. Like,
he's awesome.
Just
if you can't find it for whatever reason, find me, find Bull SHIPPLEs, find Corey, find any one of us. We can point you in the
don't
right
find me.
direction.
I'm not going to respond.
Okay, don't find Corey.
We'll take care of you.
Yep. Thanks.
I'm gonna go sign up for a wallet over with the Vibravid Beatscoin website.
Right?
Get some good stuff going. And next week we're going to be talking. I'm going to be talking with Dan from Immersus about SHIPPLE, and that's going to be real interesting. And I'd probably better go do my homework. So, see you next week.
Now.
And thanks for joining me.